So before you can start cutting, I'm going to talk to you about the tools that you need. So we have two types of scissors that we commonly work with in hairdressing and barbering. So the first kind of pair are a pair of texturizing scissors or thinning scissors. We're going to visit these later down the track. So the only thing that's kind of different from them is that you can see that they have like little spaces missing. They're more about kind of taking pieces of hair out and thinning hair out. So we're going to deal with these later on. So I'm going to put them away. And then the hairdressing scissors. Some people call these shears. These are what mine look like. They're a 6-inch pair, so they're quite long. You can get them at different lengths as well. It's completely up to you. Barbers tend to work with things that are probably a little bit longer on a 7-inch pair. Okay, so you've got your scissors. Mine are balanced as well. You can have ones that are offset, and that's just a personal choice. So sometimes it's more about how you feel comfortable and what you played around with. Cool. Don't spend a lot of money on your first pair of scissors. If you spend a lot of money on your first pair of scissors, there's a good chance you might drop them and damage them. So they're quite expensive. I think mine have probably one more sharpening left in them before I would have to buy a new pair. So each time you drop them, there's a good chance you can make them blunt or like have chips and stuff removed from them. You've got to have them professionally sharpened. So take care of them. First ones, don't spend too much money on them. Now let me show you how to use them. Okay, so when you're playing around with your scissors, the first thing you want to do is work with your ring finger, and you want to put that in your top little hole there, and then you want to put your thumb, and then you want to put your pinky and your 2 fingers there. So you basically have your 4 fingers and then your thumb. Can you see that I don't have everything pushed all the way down? Can you see how hard and like crammed in that is? You want to just work with having small pieces, I guess, of your fingers in there. You don't want to have them fully down, because when you're not cutting, you shouldn't have your thumb in there, okay? So ring finger, pinky, 2 fingers, and then a small piece of your thumb, okay? Got that? So the next part that you want to do is when you're not cutting, you want to put your scissors into your palm. We call that palming your scissors. So when you're sectioning up hair, or if you're just in between or chatting or whatever you're doing, take your thumb out. Because if you leave your thumb in, it's a good chance you're going to open your blade. I've seen people cut their arms, cut their clients, and take chunks of hair out. So whenever you're not cutting, palm it, okay? The other fancy way of doing it is you can have them held like that. This is how I hold mine, just purely so I can make sure that I haven't got my scissors open. That can be a bit klutzy, and I like to chat a bit too, so when I'm not cutting, I'm always got them like that. So when you're cutting, thumb, and then you can put it like that. See that? Bit of practice, bit of homework. Or if you're just getting used to it, just have them like that, okay? So cutting action. Next thing, so you want to have all your fingers in line, a little bit of your thumb in line, and then we're going to just work at just using our thumb. So we want to just have that cutting action. You don't want to be doing double chops. You don't want to be doing crocodiles, okay? It's all just about that thumb action. By doing this, you'll have clean, straight cuts. You won't take chunks of hair out. If you're doing this, there's a good chance you're going to have a hard time getting a straight line. So that's your homework, is just using your thumb so that you're going to just have that nice cutting action, okay? Cool, so let's revisit it. If you're not cutting, palm it. You want to be fancy, put it that way. And then your homework, it's just that. So while you're sitting in front of TV or whatever, just practice this, because the better you are at this, the better you're going to be at cutting. And that's your pair of scissors.